Welcome back, friends, to Surviving the Daily. I hope everyone is surviving well. In front of us is a small sample of items that should be in everybody's car's EDC. And as you can see, there's one in particular that is calling attention to, and that is a blinking, flashing red light. That is a great way to communicate with other cars that you are in distress or that you need to be seen. But the light itself too is also great. It will illuminate any places that you need to see, under the hood or inside the cabin or wherever else you need to see. But it's not perfect, and that's why you'd want a dedicated flashlight. And I think the dedicated flashlight is probably the most important tool that you could have in your car, because if you can't see or you can't be seen, then some major problems will arise. But another item that I think you should have is a multi-tool. There's many things that you could fix with a multi-tool. A loose wire, you need to cut something off the car that's broken and it's dragging, or there's so many use cases for having a multi-tool. And also just for having a regular knife. Regular knife is important too, and personally I think that should be on your person at all times, but having one in your car is second best. But with all that said, there's this right here. Everything else is secondary to having a AAA membership, or some sort of roadside assistant membership. This is not an advertisement for AAA, but it is an advertisement for being an adult and having some sort of insurance policy to make sure that you're not stranded. One towing of a vehicle will definitely pay for itself when using this. Tows cost anywhere from $100 to $200, maybe even more, depending on how far you have to go. But there is one limitation that the AAA and other roadside assistance companies have, and they kind of suck at getting there at a reasonable hour. Last time I needed a jump start, which was many years ago, I was stuck there for about 2-3 hours before I gave up and called a family member because AAA was not coming out. Actually, I don't even think it was AAA. I think it was somebody else. But I hear the same horror story about AAA, that if it's late at night or they're having a busy night, it will take hours before somebody can come out and help you. So, especially if you were out in the country in a rural area, you have to wake somebody up and get them out of bed and have them go grab the tow truck and then meet you out wherever you may be. So that is a huge limitation of roadside assistance. And with that, I think this comes into play, which I think is a very important piece in everybody's EDC, either having jumper cables or some sort of jumper pack. I think jumper cables can be dangerous, but the jumper packs are kind of foolproof. Now, I did do an unboxing of this. This was my very first video, and I beg of everybody not to go back and take a look at that video because it was pretty horrible. But I did mention in that video I bought 2 of these, one for myself, one for my daughter. I've had a lot of use out of this one, jumping other people's vehicles. Same with my daughter. She was able to jump her boyfriend's mother's car a couple times, and it's amazing how handy and easy these are, and very foolproof. So let's take a quick look at it. I'm going to try not to shake the camera too much getting it out of here. This right here is the jumper pack itself, and then we have the cables. So last time I used this, I did not pack this very neatly, but it doesn't affect the way it works. So that's everything in the box. So this right here is the jumper pack. It's a 26,800 milliamp battery. It's good for all gas engines and diesels up to 10 liters. Now you have the in and out type C, so this is how we charge it, but we can also charge other items through that. And we also have a 5 volt 2.1 amp USB right here, and a 5 volt 9 volt and a 12 volt USB right there. As you can see, it's fully charged. That is one thing you need to make sure that you do, is you keep it charged. Check it every 3 to 6 months. But it also comes with this accessory or cigarette lighter adapter. You plug that in there, and now if you have a laptop, or even the directions say you can plug in a travel refrigerator into it. I don't think I would necessarily want to do that, but directions say you can, so I'm not going to argue with that. But easy to do this right here. You take this and you see one side's rounded, one side is square, so you're not going to have an issue plugging it in. And the light came on, and the light came on here. So if you put this on the positive and you put this on a negative, you should have a green light, which means ready. Now if you have a blinking green, that means your ground is bad, so you need to find a better ground, or at least reposition this. If you have a blinking green and red, that means you've tried to jump a vehicle too many times, over 4 times, and that's within 2 minutes. So this thing's going to need to take a break, and it's going to give the car a break. And now if you have a red light and it's beeping, it means that you've reversed polarity on the battery. So very foolproof. Now once this is connected properly and you have a green light, you go in the vehicle and you go to start it. Now if it still starts a little on the slow side, or it's turning over but it's just not catching, you come here and you grab a little screwdriver or a pencil or something like that, and you press that button right there. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a real quick boost of power, and you press that, you go in the car, and it will start just about any dead battery. So again, very foolproof. It does have protection from over temperature, over discharge, reverse polarity, short circuit protection, over current protection, reverse charge protection, overcharge protection, and reverse connection protection. That's a lot of protection. But this Gulu right here, on their website, comes in at $149.99. Currently on Amazon it's $99.99. But if you wait and check Amazon regularly, I was able to pick this up, I think maybe $79. I can't remember, but it was a lot cheaper than that. But I definitely recommend picking this one up. If not this one, another one. But make sure that it's good for all gas engines. Now, you can keep this in your car down to negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It has 1,000 cycle, charging cycle. 1,000 charging cycles, and it charges fully from being dead within 6 to 8 hours. So it's only good for 12 volt batteries. Don't try using it on 6 volt motorcycle batteries. Again, very important to have something like this in your vehicle, along with your AAA, your flashlight, your multi-tool, your knife, and some sort of way to communicate with other drivers. I think this right here is a great way to protect yourself from possible issues down the road. So as always, I appreciate everyone watching. I hope everyone's having a great day, and I will see you next time.